If you're planning to invest in Punta Cana, this video could save you thousands of dollars and a lot of stress. Today, we are going deep into real reasons people get scammed when buying a property in the Dominican Republic and how to avoid being one of them. I'm Juan Briseño, and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. Reason number one, talking to too many agents. One of the biggest reasons buyers get overwhelmed and make bad decisions is because they are talking to multiple agents at the same time. I mean, if you're talking to 4 or 5 different agents, that means 5 different opinions, 5 different properties, 5 different agendas. And at the end, you will be more confused than when you started. So what to do instead? Do your own research, and then you can choose 1 or 2 advisors that are aligned with your purpose and goal. Then commit and work with them. Reason number two, not pre-qualifying the company or the realtor. So here I will give you some tips to pre-qualify a company or realtor. Ask for their track record. I mean, how many years they've been in the market. You can also ask them if they are part of the AEI, which is the Real Estate Association in the Dominican Republic. Also, you can just do your search and verify their reviews on Google My Business. So then you will have a better understanding on what previous clients are saying about this company or realtor. You can also search them on social media. Just confirm if they are active on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, if they are uploading recent videos with real clients, work in progress of developments, a valuable information about the destination and the property that you are possibly investing. Reason number three, going straight with the developers. Listen, I always suggest to do your own research, and if you are following from previous videos, you will realize that when I'm uploading a new project or work in progress of a project, I'm always talking about the developers. So what I'm trying to say is do your research, but if you go straight with a developer, keep in mind the developer will offer you only their products. And of course, they will tell you they are the best. Everyone say they are the best. But if you are talking to a real estate agent, that advisor will guide you through multiple options, similar options, and then you can compare between locations, designs, values, different elements. And after that, it will be easier for you just to choose which way you should go. Also, you can ask them what type of clients they have experience working with. See if they are working with retirement, if they are working with investors or first-time home buyers, and then it will be easier for you just to see if they are aligned with your own purposes and goals. Reason number four, make a decision based on price. Listen, of course, the funds, the price, the budget will allow us to see if we can enter, if we can get committed with a property. And once you decide what type of funds you will invest in a property, then the questions needs to be different. For example, the location, what's going on there? Is this a hot spot? Is this a place where I like to be part of, depending on your purpose? Also, just confirm what is the projection of the area in a long term, say 5, 10 years. That way you can have an idea about how much appreciation that property can get with the pass of the time. Also, what type of amenities the project will have. Who are the developers? The developers have experience working the type of concept you have in mind. For example, if it's a short-term rental property, if it's a retirement property, or if it's just a vacation property. So all these things matter and compose with the budget. If you find something with all these elements, that means that's a great project. Reason number five, lack of clarity on purpose. And Keep in mind that the right property will depend 100% of the purpose of your investments. Why this? Because there are properties that are only for investment, a business. And if that's the case, we have to focus on a different questions. For example, what is the target that are coming in the Dominican Republic in the past 5 years, comparing to what we have right now? Because based on that data, we can just see what type of property these targets are choosing and see if we can get that percentage of occupancy through the whole year. Then let's say that you are looking for something for your personal use, that's valid. But if that's the case, then we can focus maybe on what type of amenities or activities you are part of. If you are a sport person, right, you can maybe be, close to a sport area or something like the downtown, for example. Or let's say that you are a water person. Okay, you can be walking distance to the beach. Or you love beautiful landscape. Well, we can focus on finding something inside of a gated community with with view to golf courses and things like that. But now let's say that you are looking for a 50-50. Keep in mind that 50-50, I mean, the 50% personal use is priceless, totally priceless. But you cannot expect with the other 50% that you will get the maximum ROI, because that's not going to happen. All right? You can have those 50-50 in a decent return on investment depending on where you are. Reason number 6, doing a research too early. Hey, that's totally fine that, if you are considering or you have that noise in your mind, okay, just go and do your own research and things like that, 100%. But if you are planning to get committed in 1 year, in 2 years, basically you are wasting your time. Instead, you can just wait for the right moment where you are 100% committed and sure that's what you want, and start doing your research 3 months before. Then, if you already got your tickets to come down to Punta Cana, revisit those projects you saw 3 months before, do it 1 month before. And then, once you are close to come down, let's say 1 week, 5 days, then you can check again the availability. So once you are here, you will make your time more productive. And why this? Because the market is too hot in the Dominican Republic. So what you can see right now available for sure is not going to be available 1 year after and 2 years after. Reason number 7, expecting things work like back home. And this is common. And for sure, the process to buy a property anywhere can be, you have to get the funds 100%. But once you have this, keep in mind that some rules and some terms can be a bit different. So my suggestion for you is stay curious, do your search, get all the information you need, but keep in mind that it's a different country and there are different rules. And if you start just thinking like things will work like back home, at the end you will be disappointed. So it is good just to compare, but just try to be a bit flexible and things will run smoothly. Reason number 8, skipping the attorney or hiring a bad one. Listen, this is one of the most crucial elements during the investment process. What I'm trying to say here is always try to hire a real estate attorney, someone that is specialized in the real estate field, not someone that is a friend of a friend, someone that once a time maybe sold or represents someone for a house. That type of attorney, I'm not saying is not going to work. What I'm saying is if you work with a real estate attorneys specialized in the field, especially that live in Punta Cana and know the business, it will be easier for you just to find legal guarantees, negotiate a clause for you, and for sure can give you an understanding, a background on that project before you can make any movement. Reason number 9, wanting luxury for cheap. And what I'm trying to say here is, for sure, in Dominican Republic, you will find affordable properties comparing to other places in the Caribbean or out of the Caribbean, for sure. But don't expect just to get a brand new 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom villa facing the ocean, because here or it's either a scam, someone is hiding something, or it is just a time machine. For sure, you can get something affordable, but maybe not on the first line of the beach. Maybe it's just like 25 minutes driving, 40 minutes driving. And reason number 10, trusting rendering too much. Hey, all the renders that you can see on the internet are 100% beautiful, and every time you see another one is even more beautiful than the other one, but at the end is a render. And keep in mind that a render is not 100% accurate. Every time you see a render, just try to find, the small errors on the corners, especially in the corners, and then they will say like, this is not 100% accurate to the real house. This is pretty much a representation. So it's very important that when you see something beautiful on the internet, just go and talk to your advisor or the company and ask, request for work in progress. If the project is really new in the market, at least work for previous projects. And then you can have an idea about the qualities, the distribution, and also see if people like you are already enjoying their profit through short-term rental, their vacations, or even their lifestyle. So if you want to protect your money, time, and have peace of mind, follow these 10 tips, and for sure you won't get scammed. So my friends, I hope this video helped a lot these days. And remember, if you are considering to invest in Punta Cana, you will find all my information below. So feel free to send me a message, an email, request for a one-on-one, and I would be more than happy to walk you through the current real estate market in Punta Cana. Remember, if you want to continue learning about real estate in this destination, just subscribe to my channel. Until the next time.